Hi, hello, namaskar. Today I will be covering Class 6 Geography, the first chapter, the Earth in the Solar System. Introduction. How wonderful it is to watch the sky after sunset. At night, the whole sky is filled with tiny shining objects. Some are bright, others dim. They all appear to be twinkling. If we observe the sky on a clear night from an open and eye spot, we will see many natural objects visible in the sky, such as moons, planets, stars, asteroids, meteoroids, etc. Phases of moon. The moon can be seen in the sky on most nights. The moon may be at different positions in different shapes at different times in the night. We can see the full moon only once in about a month's time. It is full moon night or Purnima. A fortnight later, you cannot see it at all. It is a new moon night or Amavasya. On this day, we can watch the night sky, best provided it is a clear night. Why can't we see the moon and all those bright tiny objects during daytime? It is because the very bright light of the sun does not allow us to see all these bright objects of the night sky. The celestial bodies, the sun, the moon, and all those objects shining in the night sky are called celestial bodies. They form a part of the vast universe we live in and are usually very far from us. Some celestial bodies are very big and hot. They are made up of gases. Some celestial bodies do not have their own heat and light. The glorious night sky is dotted with such objects, and when we observe them using a telescope, they reveal fascinating worlds of their own. Constellations. Different groups of stars form various patterns and they are called constellations. Ursa Major or Big Bear is one such constellation. One of the most easily recognizable constellation is Saptarishi. It is a group of 7 stars that forms a part of Ursa Major constellation. In ancient times, people used it to determine directions during the night with the help of stars. The North Star indicates the north direction and it remains in the same position in the sky. We can locate the position of the pole star with the help of Saptarishi. Stars. Some celestial bodies are very big and hot. They are made up of gases. They have their own heat and light, which they emit in large amounts. These celestial bodies are called stars. The stars are primarily composed of hydrogen 70%, helium 28%, carbon, nitrogen, and neon 1.5%, and iron elements 0.5%. The Sun is the nearest star to the Earth. It takes 8.3 minutes for its light to reach the Earth. Proxima Centauri, the closest star behind our solar system, is 4.3 light years away. Countless twinkling stars in the night sky are similar to the Sun. Stars form when dust and gases clump together due to gravitational forces and nuclear reactions release energy to keep them hot. Dwarf planets. In addition to the 8 planets, there are several dwarf planets in the solar system. There are currently 5 officially recognized dwarf planets in the solar system, namely Ceres, Pluto, Eris, Makemake, and Haumea. Till recently, August 2006, Pluto was also considered a planet. However, in a meeting of the International Astronomical Union, a decision was taken that Pluto, like other celestial objects discovered in recent past, may be called a dwarf planet. The solar system. The solar system is a vast and complex system of celestial objects that orbit around a central star, the Sun. The Sun, eight planets, satellites, and some other celestial bodies known as asteroids and meteoroids form the solar system. The solar system is located in the Milky Way galaxy and is estimated to be around 4.6 billion years old. The planet's revolution around the Sun is maintained by the gravitational attraction between the Sun and the other celestial bodies. The Sun. The Sun is in the center of the solar system. It is huge and made up of extremely hot gases. It provides the pulling force that binds the solar system. The Sun is a massive ball of hot plasma that contains about 99.86% of the total mass in the solar system, primarily composed of hydrogen and helium. It is so large that it could be fit about 1.3 million Earths inside it. The Sun is the ultimate source of heat and light for the solar system. The Sun is about 150 million kilometers away from the Earth. The Sun also plays a vital role in regulating Earth's climate and weather patterns. Now we are going to know about planets. Some celestial bodies do not have their own heat and light. They are lit by the light of the stars. Such bodies are called planets. The word planet comes from the Greek word planetai, which means wanderers. All these planets move on fixed paths around the Sun, which is known as orbit. The planets have two types of motions, namely rotation and revolution. Rotation is the movement of the planet on its axis. The movement of the planets around the Sun in a fixed path or orbit is called revolution. We are going to discuss about planets in detail. There are 8 planets in our solar system. In order of their distance from the Sun, they are Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune. All the 8 planets of the solar system moves around the Sun in a fixed path. Planets can be divided into two groups, inner planets and outer planets. Inner planets. These planets are very close to the Sun. They are made up of rocks. These include Mercury, Venus, Earth, and Mars. They are characterized by their solid surfaces and relatively small sizes. They are often called the terrestrial planets because their surface are rocky. Outer planets. These include Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune. They are sometimes called the Jovian or Jupiter-like planets because of their enormous size related to the terrestrial planets. They are composed primarily of hydrogen and helium. They lack solid surfaces and have extensive ring systems. Jupiter and Saturn are sometimes called the gas giants, whereas the more distant Uranus and Neptune have been nicknamed the ice giants. The Mercury. Mercury is nearest to the Sun. It is also the smallest planet in our solar system. It takes only about 88 days to complete one round along its orbit, and it takes 59 days to one spin on its axis. It has rocky surface and it has no atmosphere. Mercury does not have any satellites. Mercury is also known for its extreme temperature variations, with temperatures reaching as high as 800 degrees Fahrenheit during the daytime and dropping to minus 290 degrees Fahrenheit at night. The Venus. Venus is the second planet from the Sun. Venus is considered as Earth's twin because its size and shape are very much similar to that of the Earth. It has thick atmosphere that is primarily composed of carbon dioxide, and it is also the hottest planet in the solar system with temperatures that can be reached up to 900 degrees Fahrenheit. In fact, it is the hottest planet of the solar system due to greenhouse effects. It does not own any satellites. It is also known as the morning and evening star because it can be seen in the morning just before sunrise and in the evening just after sunset. It appears in different phases just like the moon. It spins from east to west as opposite to the Earth's rotation from west to east. The Earth. The Earth is the third nearest planet to the Sun. In size, it is fifth largest planet. It is slightly flattened at the poles. That is why its shape is described as geode. It has a solid surface and a thin atmosphere that is rich in oxygen and nitrogen. Earth also has a strong magnetic field that protects us from harmful solar radiation. Conditions favorable to support life are probably found only on the Earth. From the outer space, the Earth appears blue because its two-thirds surface is covered by water. It is therefore called the blue planet. The Moon. Our Earth has only one satellite, that is Moon. A satellite is a celestial body that moves around the planet in the same way as the planets moves around the sun. Its diameter is only 1/4 that of the Earth. It appears so big because it is nearer to our planet than other celestial bodies, which is 384,400 km away from the Earth. The Moon moves around the Earth in about 27 days. It takes exactly the same time to complete one spin. The Moon does not have conditions favorable for life. It has mountains, plains, and depressions on its surface. These cast shadows on the Moon's surface. The Mars. Mars is the fourth planet from the Sun, and it is also known as the red planet because of its reddish appearance. It takes 687 days for one orbit around the Sun and 1 day for one spin on its axis. The Martian atmosphere is much thinner than the Earth's atmosphere. It is primarily composed of nitrogen and argon with traces of oxygen. Mars has two natural satellites. One is Phobos and another one is Deimos. The Jupiter. The Jupiter is the largest planet in our solar system, and it is also one of the gas giants. It is so large that about 1,300 Earths can be placed inside this gas giant. It orbits the Sun every 11 years and 11 months. It rotates rapidly on its axis. It completes one spin on its axis in 9 hours and 56 minutes. It is primarily composed of hydrogen and helium, and it is also has the most extensive planetary system in the solar system. The Great Red Spot, a complex storm enduring for centuries, is distinctive feature of the planet Jupiter. Jupiter has 95 moons as of now,
that have been officially recognized by the International Astronomical Union. The moons of the planet Jupiter are called Jovian moons. The four important moons are Ganymede, Callisto, Europa, Io. It is surrounded by faint rings.
The Saturn. Saturn is the second largest planet in the solar system, and it is also a gas giant. Saturn is the prettiest in our solar system, which appears yellowish. It takes 29 years and 5 months for one orbit and 10 hours and 40 minutes for one rotation. It is known for its beautiful rings, which are made up of ice particles and rock fragments. Plane crossing occurs approximately every 14.7 years, causing the rings to temporarily disappear. Saturn is the least dense planet in our solar family. Its density is even lesser than the density of water. Saturn also owns many satellites. As on June 2023, Saturn has 146 moons on its orbit, including Titan, which is the largest moon in the solar system. Even it is larger than the planet Mercury. The Uranus. Uranus is the seventh planet from the Sun and the third largest planet in our solar system. Like Venus, Uranus also rotates from east to west. Uranus was discovered by William Herschel in 1781. It was the first planet identified with a telescope. Uranus has highly tilted rotational axis. It has a unique feature of being tilted at an angle of almost 98 degrees. Uranus completes one orbit every 84 years and one rotation every 17 hours and 14 minutes. Uranus has 27 known moons, including 5 major moons: Merinda, Ariel, Hambriel, Titania, and Oberon. The Neptune. Dark, cold, and whipped by supersonic winds, ice-giant Neptune is the eighth and most distant planet in our solar system. It is primarily composed of hydrogen and helium. It completes one orbit around the Sun in 164 years and one rotation in its axis in 16 hours and 7 minutes. It has 14 natural satellites. Neptune has one very massive satellite, Triton. Asteroids. These are numerous tiny bodies which move around the Sun. They are generally found between the orbits of Mars and Jupiter. Some asteroids exhibit elongated orbits that extended beyond Jupiter's orbit. Asteroids' size are vary from pebble size to a few hundred kilometers. The largest Cirrus boasts a diameter of approximately 1000 kilometers. They are considered as a part of the planet which exploded many years back. Meteoroids. The small pieces of rocks which moves around the Sun are called meteoroids. Sometimes these meteoroids come near to the Earth and tend to drop upon it. Sometimes a meteor, without being completely burned, falls on the Earth and creates a hole. Comets. Comets are icy bodies that orbit the Sun, and they often have a tail that is visible from the Earth. Comets are thought to be remnants from the early solar system and are made up of ice, dust, and rock. The Kuiper belt is a region of the solar system located behind Neptune's orbit that is home of numerous small icy objects, including dwarf planets. Some of the examples: Halley's Comet and Hale-Bopp. Galaxy. A galaxy is a huge system of billions of stars and clouds of dust and gases. Galaxies have different kinds of shapes. Astronomers classify galaxies into three major categories: elliptical galaxies, spiral galaxies, and irregular galaxies. We will discuss one by one. Some of these galaxies are spiral in shape, like the Milky Way galaxy. Their appearance is like a pinwheel with curved arms. Some other galaxies are elliptical. They have shapes that they range from completely round to oval. Some galaxies do not have regular shapes and look like slash, called irregular galaxies. Approximately 18% of galaxies are elliptical, 80% are spiral, and 2% are irregular. Irregular galaxies are the youngest, spiral are mid-aged, and elliptical are quite old. Our solar system is a part of Milky Way galaxy. It is our galaxy visible as a hazy band of white light known as the Milky Way galaxy or Akashaganga. The Milky Way is a spiral galaxy with a supermassive black hole, Sagittarius A, at its core. The universe. Everything that we can touch, sense, and feel, detect, and measure is part of the universe. Before the universe was born, matter, space, and time were non existent. The universe is made up of millions of galaxies. Each of these galaxies has millions of stars in them. As the exact size of the universe remains unknown to us, we cannot see its edge. The universe neither has an edge nor a center. The universe is currently considered to be approximately 13.8 billion years old. The Big Bang theory explains the birth of the universe, when the age of the universe was only 10 to 34 of a second or more. A huge explosion happened in the universe, and it led to expansion of the universe. The speed of its expansion was faster than the speed of the light. During this time, the size of the universe doubled at least 90 times. Now we are going to know some interesting facts. First one: Jupiter, Saturn, and Uranus have rings around them, which are the belts of small debris. The second one: Sol in Roman mythology is the sun god. Solar means related to the sun. The family of the sun is therefore called the solar system. Third one: a satellite is a celestial body that moves around the planets in the same way as the planets move around the sun. Fourth one: a human-made satellite is an artificial body which is designed by scientists to gather information about the universe or for communication. Some more interesting facts: the moon and the planets shine due to reflected sunlight according to Aryabhatta. Light travels at the speed of about 3 lakhs kilometers per second. The light of the sun takes about 8.3 minutes to reach the earth. Neil Armstrong was the first man to step on the surface of the moon on 20th July 1969. Thank you.